evening, everybody. Just bear with me 2 seconds. Having technical issues already. That did not take very long. Let's activate the camera. Hopefully my mugshot will appear in just a second with a bit of luck. Just let the computer think about it. Okay, it's still not thinking about... Right, hang on. Let me refresh the page. I am here, I promise. I'm just hiding. A bit scared. Right, attempting to reconnect. Come on. When you're ready. Any second now. Then I'll tell you what's actually going on, because that might be a good idea, to be fair. Hope you're all well today, everybody. Right, okie dokie. Come on. Right. Okay, so camera should be active, hopefully, in a second. I don't know why it's doing this. Not a clue. Not a Scooby-Doo. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Hope you're all well. Camera's activating. Camera's activating. This is good. Hey! Are we on? Are we on? No. Still. Yes! Hello, everybody. Hey, finally. Jesus Christ. That was, yeah, great start to the stream. Woohoo! Right. Good evening, everybody. Hope you are all well. Since your last stream, we've got a new chair. Woo! Like a new spins. Bosh, right. Okay, stop prattling around, Seamus. You are a true professional. So, round 9, SDPG Academy is on the way over the next 3 days, including today. It's free practice Sunday. It is free... Oh, stop it, Jamie. You'll make me blush. Free practice Sunday here at Cadwell Park. We have got 2 Super Sports sessions, 2 Super Bites, and a Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. A reminder that if we have 5 or... Sorry, if we have less than 5 riders taking part in a session, we will not run it. Unfortunately, there's just no point to run it on stream. So yes, that is it. There's a timetable on your screens now. We'll finish off with the Super Bites later on, and yeah, we've just got all that coming up. Start the showdown this weekend, so we are really looking forward to that. And we're at Cadwell Park, and this is where I was at yesterday, ladies and gents, in real life. So does anyone want to hear some 2-strokes before we get underway? Of course you do. Right, 2 strokes over the mountain. Let's have a watch and a listen. Woohoo!
Line. It's coming from a couple of guys at the back here. I think that was might have been a silent pump there. Association should have a look. They moved down to the side of that bottom as well.
Ha ha ha! Listen to that! Yes, people! 2 strokes at Cadwell Park. Nothing better than that, ladies and gents. Yes, lovely day out yesterday. Right, so, Super Sport riders, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to join us. If we don't get another couple of people join, we will not run this session. There we go. So, 2 more minutes for Super Sport riders to join, then we'll re-lobby in the Super Bikes. Be prepared, you may get a call up early. Be prepared. So, whilst we wait, we'll go through the final 4 rounds. Final 4 rounds! Let's all have a cry! It's not good. Yes, Cadwell. Bosh. First of the... I don't know why I said that. First of the showdown rounds here and we are looking forward to this one. Basically, a showdown. If you're new to us, we are going to up the points. So we're going to go back to a normal points format. 25 for a win, 20 for second, 16 for third, all the way down to 1 point for 15th. That's just Superbikes only. And yes, Supersport will be running. Supersport will be running, ladies and gents. Fantastic. Super Pole round as well. So Superbikes will have a Super Pole session tomorrow. Woohoo! Then we go to Alton Park in a fortnight's time. Then it will be weekend off, then Donington, weekend off, then we finish off at Brands Hatch GP. Cannot wait for that. Right then, so let's go on this one. Okie dokie, so Isaac, you're not in this one, buddy. Don't be offended. There we go. Right, lovely stuff. Well, hey, look, it just feels nice to swivel every now and then. Don't say that, James. That's just not good. Good evening, everybody. Hope you are all well. Today, the sun is literally right in... Oh, why did you do that? Just looked right into the sun. Idiot. Right then, so we've got George, we've got Vinny, we've got Hayden. Good to have Hayden back with us. Supersport first, Mason, Supersport up first. Ash, Jordan and Guy at the moment. MV time, let's go George, let's have it sunshine, let's have it. Hope you're all well today everybody. Superbikes will be following on after this one. FP1 for Superbikes on the way. We'll talk a little bit more about the individual classes when we get going with this, well, with their sessions. Sound right. I don't think anyone else is joining us for this one, so let's go with the opening session of the weekend. Army Electric's British Super Sport free practice one is on the way next. Apologies, press wrong button, yeah, standard. No problem, Charlie, thank you, buddy. Oh, put the cap in front of the tape. Right, I can tell you now, someone's getting booted. Maybe not. Hope not. Oh, brilliant. I was going to say it, George, but I didn't want to be cruel, mate. I didn't want to be cruel, because I'm not a cruel person. I'll try not to be. Try not to be. Right, okay. So, I can't see. My glasses have gone out of proportion. Right, hang on a sec. Give me your eyes an itch. That's it. Right, okay. Oh, it's good to be back at Cadwell. Oh, dearie me. Feels like only yesterday since I was here. Oh dear, pressing the wrong button. Okay, right. Professional work now, Seamus. Professional. Here we go. Right, here we go. FP1 for the Army Electric British Super Sport class is underway. We'll give you more information on how the points lie tomorrow when we get a little bit more information. I want to actually do some proper research. I've not had time, as you can see. I've had quite a busy weekend, so I've not had time to do too much work, but stream is prepped. That's all that matters. So on your screens then, we have got Vinny on the number 54 Grilla Yamaha, showing signs of promise recently. Been hovering around that top 6, doing a good job. Fantastic stuff. Excuse me, from Vinny. We have seen a bit of a dwindle in numbers in Super Sport. I know a few riders have had to drop out of the series due to other commitments outside of SDPG. So unfortunately this class is, well, we are looking for riders for Season 2 as well. If you know anybody that would like to jump on a 600 with us here at SDPG, let me know and we will get them in the class for next year. We've got quite a few seats available, so yes, we will sort out any riders looking for a seat. Right then, so through Hall Bends then goes Vinny on the grass there, not a problem, through the hairpin. I'm trying to replicate, well, I'm trying to figure out sort of the proportions of track versus game, real life versus, you know what I'm trying to say. Right then, over the line goes number 54, Grilla Yamaha. First lap time on the board, 1:29.223 for Vinny. And he goes top of the times at the moment, 129.726 for Guy. Good to have Guy with us. And looking good out there on the Suzuki. Not got the livery on, but that's absolutely fine, no problem. I'm sure he'll have that replicated for the next session. Hayden, on your screen as well, HPR Honda. No Scotty too hotty this weekend, I believe. I believe he's over on foreign soil. Mind you, Scotland is foreign, isn't it, really? I'm only joking. Right. Before I get myself in trouble. So, yes, I believe Scott is over in continental Europe doing some work, so we will not be seeing Scotty too hotty this weekend. So, Ash and... just Ash in the pits. Let's get Jordan then through the bottom of the mountain. As he fires it over the mountain now. Nicely done. In towards Hall Bends, through the right, into the left, back over to the right, then back over to the left, and then get it over on the right hand side of the tyre through the hairpin. Last time we were here, ladies and gents, Jordan did take the win. Let's not forget in the feature race, a cracking win that for Jordan, and George took the win in the other race. And George was on fire here last time. We'll see if he can, well, one, get in the sessions, and two, replicate that when we go with this one over the weekend. Right, so Ash, I believe, has gone... Oh, dear me, that was a close one between Hayden and Guy there. So, Ash, what we could do, mate, is if you want to go out, I can keep an eye on your lap times, whatever you want to do, buddy, whatever you want to do. Right then, through Charlie's 1 and 2 then, 4. The number 7 of Hayden has now gone to the top of the times, 2 thousandths quicker than Vinny. So a reminder, ladies and gents, that the top 6 from... Yes, there's top 6 on combined standings from FP1 and 2 will determine Q1 and Q2 positionings tomorrow if we don't get enough riders to do that. At the moment we've got 5. If we don't get any more turn up later on, or we get 6 people turn up, then we'll do just a 1:15-minute qualifier for the Super Sport tomorrow. And that'll be that. As Hayden there runs a bit wide at the gooseneck. So yes, there we go. So we will keep an eye on Ash's progress. He's out on the wrong bike and a livery that we can't show you until Season 2. But we will keep an eye on Ash's progress, and we'll get to see him out in the next session. Through the bottom of the mountain then, and over the mountain goes Hayden. Oh, just gets that a little bit wrong over that and in towards Hall Bends. I would just like to put an apology out to my riders in the community. I've been very slacking on the old Discord front and messages recently, but as I'm sure you're aware, kids are off. It's Easter holidays and it's manic in this house as Vinny goes to top, 128.8. So I'm very busy at the moment with home life, but I am trying to start to sort myself out and actually sort my days out properly, so I will be catching up and giving you guys a bit more of a warning when a race weekend is coming up. That is my bad. I'll hold my hands up to that. I am a clown. Right. So we have got all riders out on the circuit now. Hayden 3 turns up through sector 1. Let's have a look then at... Oh, Ash goes to the top, 128.694. Not had a lot of luck recently as Ash on the SDPG Racing Suzuki. A few technical issues, retired from a few races, just got caught up in a bit of bad luck, so hopefully Ash can get some points on the board, excuse me, this weekend. Championship leader is not here in free practice 1 either, don't know where Connor is. Oh, there's a mistake there for Jordan through Hall Bends. Well, luckily keeps it on 2 wheels, and it's always helpful. Down towards the line then goes our number 23, Power Slide Racing Suzuki. Over the line then for Jordan, 129.287. For Jordan, moves up to P4. Good luck that. Yeah, right. Let's have a look then at Vinny through Coppice and in towards Charlie as he goes. Oh, clips the curb and just about saves it. Fair play. Now, Vinny was doing some cracking saves over at Snetterton, if you remember, just a week ago. Took in the front, managing to save it. Oh, it was incredible stuff. Incredible from number 54. As he's now a 10th and a half up then into Park Corner he goes. Let's keep an eye on Hayden's time. He's been doing... Was on a good lap. Looks like that fell away from him. Guy now up to P3, 128.920. Good lap that from Guy. let's have a look at Vinny then. So, if you're wondering why we're not looking at Ash, ladies and gents, Ash is just on the wrong bike and a livery that we cannot show you until Season 2. 128.018 for Ash. Good luck, that. From the number 34. I was just about to ask what number Ash is. That's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, as Vinny tips off there at the bottom of the mountain and does some lovely barrel rolls through the Cadwell grass. Right then. Oh, we've got an issue there for Guy going into the bottom of the mountain. Into the bottom of the mountain, then goes on number 7. Hayden then through the bottom of the mountain, over the mountain. Oh, nicely done on the back wheel. So, whilst we've got a bit of a break, well, not a break, whilst there's limited track action, I'm sure you're all aware of what's broke today in terms of BSB news. Yes, I will spoil it. So, right, so yes, BSB news. I will go down with the time in just a second. Oh, as Hayden then has tipped off. I'm not sure, Joe. I'll speak to Ted about that one. So, yes, BSB news then. Kyle Ride is back with OMG. They've got a new title sponsor. So a new title sponsor for OMG, Kyle Ride, will be on the grid. Brad Ray will also be with Raceway Yamaha, and he will also be on the Super Bike grid. Fantastic stuff for those guys. Joe Talbot will be in Super Sport. As well, he'll be on a Honda, I believe, will Joe Talbot. Ted is very red-faced now. Don't worry, ladies and gents, it will be amended tomorrow. I think he's going to amend it right away, because look at he's on it, you see. Speaking of not on it, Jordan is not on his machine. So tip off there for Jordan. Also dropped today on TNT Sports, you watch the MotoGP coverage. Michael Laverty is running a team in the BSB paddock. He will have a team in... He'll have a one-rider in Superbikes, which will be, Richard Kerr, as Jordan tips off there. Yeah, so Richard Kerr will be in Superbikes on an MLAV machine. And another fellow, which I don't know how to pronounce his name, will be in British Superstock. So that is good news for MLAV. I'll tell you what, good job MLAV doesn't have any hair, otherwise it's probably ripped it all out by now. Oh, holy moly. Right, okay, so... let's all point the finger at Ted. Oh, Ted, no, don't do that. Do not do that. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. It's all good. I tell you what, the amount of mistakes I make in a stream. Yeah, we don't go there. Okay, so let's go down the practice order then at the moment. So we've got Ash on top ahead of Jordan, with Vinny in P3, Guy in 4th, and rounding out the order is Hayden. Good to have Hayden back with us here at Cadwell Park. Oh, we just saw Ash in the background there. We'll just... no. Stay clear of that one. 3/10 up is Vinny at the moment. Over the mountain he goes now. Nicely done. And in towards Hall Bends. Oh, a bit wide there. And that's lap aborted by the looks of it. Just gone across the grass. And in towards the hairpin. So, in comparison to where lap times were when we were last here, about a second off the pace these guys are at the moment. In towards Coppice then goes Vinny. Through Charlie's then for Vinny as he heads up towards Bark. I tell you what, Joe, he must do, mustn't he? I'm not going to say what I'm thinking because I don't think I can sort of say that on Twitch, but yeah, I'm sure you can tell where I'm going with that. Fair play. Fair play indeed. Right then, so just shy of 4 minutes to go in this one. Still Ash on top ahead of Jordan. As we see Vinny now through the gooseneck into the bottom of the hill down to Mansfield. So yes, we'll have the updated graphics in terms of track map correct tomorrow. I can't do it on the stream. It's just too much work. Right, 6/10 up then is Vinny. Let's keep an eye on this one then. Through one over the mountain. Very nice for Vinny. Nicely done through Hall Bends. Yep, looking good. In towards the hairpin now, turn 17. What time's he done at the moment? That's the wrong button. Half a second up. He's done a 128.8, so he should put himself up into P2 and into the low 128 with a bit of luck. Over the line he goes now, and he does a 128.185. Good luck that from Vinny. Right, Jordan through the hairpin then. And into barn corner. Oh, 7/10 up for Jordan. This could seem potentially go to the top if he can nail barn corner. Over the line then for the number 23. Oh, it's P2, 127.984. Not far off the pace. Right then, Guy through the gooseneck and in towards the bottom of the hill, down into Mansfield. Superbike riders, get yourselves ready. We're about 5 minutes away from your session, so get yourselves warmed up, stretched, hydrated, fed, whatever you need to do. Into the bottom of the mountain then goes Guy, as Ted has literally taken my word seriously and started stretching. You do not want to know the angles I've just said. Right, Guy that has made a slight mistake on his fast lap. Then 128.9 is his PB at the moment. Oh dear, we're professional here. No, we're not. We're not professional. We're cheap and available. Bosh, right. I might do some stretches as well. You know, get the. No, I don't know. I'm going to shut up now. Oh, crack the knuckles. Yeah, crack the knuckles, Ted. Yeah, you know. Make sure I can operate the brake and clutch. Rare. Right then. So, not a lot gone on in this session then. Just not had... not too many numbers in this one. Only 5 people have turned it. Well, we had 6, but George didn't get in, unfortunately, on this one. Hopefully, we'll get a few more riders in. We have had a few riders mention about wildcarding. We've got a couple of new riders that want to test the waters before they do a full season with us. So from round 11, we will be accepting wildcards in relevant classes. So we'll see a couple of new riders out towards the back end of this season. It's mad to think that season 1 is nearly done already. Holy moly. I can remember having the conversation in SDPG HQ down in Ted's Castle. Over in the south of France. As Hayden there tips off at Charlie's then. We've got 30 seconds remaining of this one. Yes, so we had conversations about doing this, and now it's nearly over already. I don't like it. Right, through the chicane then goes Jordan. This will probably be his final flying lap. Only 0.03 of a second off then. Through the mountain, over the mountain he goes. Yeehaw! Random cowboy. In towards Hall Bends. Checkered flag is nearly out for the Super Sports session. Through Hall Bends then, and in towards the hairpin. I'm so going to do that in Super Bikes. In towards Barn Corner then. 2/10 off the pace at the moment, and checkered flag is now out. Hayden has done his lap, and Jordan fires over the line and still in P2. I need to stop being a prat. Cool. So Ash on top then with Jordan in P2. P3 for Vinny. I'll try and get comfortable. It's a bit difficult when you're 62 and got a bad back like me. Vinny in third. Bad lungs as well. P4 for Hayden and P5 for Guy. In the opening free practice session of the weekend for the Super Sport runners. Right, I'm going to have to make a bit of room so I can spin around properly on my chair so I can, just be a prat, really. That's just what I'm good at. Stick to what you're good at, people. Right, so a second covering then the top runners in that one. Good stuff from all of those guys. So it was Ash on top, ahead of Jordan, narrowly ahead of Jordan. P3 for Vinny, P4 for Hayden, and a P5 for Guy in that session. Well done to those riders, and it's nearly time for Superbikes. Let's spin in excitement. Woo! Ow! Oh dear. Got caught a bit short then. Oh dear. Right. I promise I will get professional one day. Nah, bugger that. It's just no. It's not fun, is it? Really? Right. Okay. It's gonna rain. Joking. Oh, dear. I need to stop doing that because people are not going to believe it. Right, okay. So, Superbikes, your session is loading. Still loading. It's up! Superbike riders, get yourselves in the lobby. I bet Ted will be first because he's keen. He's young and enthusiastic, minus the young. Oh, hey, Mason G! Yes, Mason. Now there's a young chap. P2 for Ted. P2 for that. Not a chance, Joe. No chance, sunshine. Right. What is going on with my chair? I feel like it's slanted. I don't know what is going on there. I've got a handle. I don't know what it does. It doesn't bring me food, or a coffee, or a Pepsi, so that's a bit useless, really. Woo! Ow! Oh, dear. Way! Go on, boys. Yes! Yes. Keen riders. There we go. That's what we like. We'll love some keen riders. That might be what's doing it. Bear with. Oh, technical problem with the chair. Technical problem with the chair. Oh, my God. Ow! Oh, dear. No, this isn't going well. Sorry, not a flattering angle. Oh, dear. Bear with. Bear with. Bear with. Bear with. Ow! Oh, dear. Ow! Oh, bloody hell. Whack me head off the table. Hey. Right, okay. I'll stop pressing around now. No, you won't, Shane. Stop lying. Whew. Right. Whilst I'm in full advertising mode, bear with. I'll get my face off. Multi-head caps, premium stitching, quality design. Get yours now by speaking to Super Ted. Fantastic quality of cap. New stock on the way. Like you see, that's how you keep people happy. It's a bit difficult with Ted because he's always grumpy. No, I'm joking. He's a very jolly man, is Ted. One of life's winners. That's what we like. Right. We've got no Dill tonight. Had a busy weekend at Cadwell Park. He's been marshalling this weekend, has Dill, so it was good to see him yesterday. So no Dylan tonight, unfortunately. Unfortunately for these riders, the top 6 doesn't matter. So it's just getting up to speed, getting used to the track, lighting, etc., etc. So we'll see what happens in this one, because we've got Super Pole tomorrow. Super Pole for Super Bikes. And I will remind you, last time we were here and did Super Bike, Super Pole, Ted topped it. No pressure. Right, so, are we ready? Okay. Yes. Oh. Right, I'm going to have a drink as well, because my throat's a bit dry. Okay. Voice break. Okay, right. Everyone on the right bike first, before I do that. Bosh, yes. Right, okie dokie. So, free practice one then for the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. It's on the way next. And green flag is out then for these super bike runners. As you can see, bike's already out on circuit then. We have got Mason G, who is on your screens. Just before I forget, would just like to send over some more wishes and some, I don't really know actually. Yeah, anyway, just shout out to Sean from Ride 5 Liveries, obviously been involved in, had an earthquake over there in Thailand, so Sean, wish you all the best, mate. Hope things are getting back to normal for you. And we're always a message away if we can do anything to help you. Also, a big thank you to Exact Moves as well for sponsoring this series and the Kawasaki team, as Mason G just tips off there at the hairpin on his opening flying lap of the weekend. We're very grateful to have all sponsors on board. Obviously, we've got Molten involved, we've got Exact Moves, Ride 5 Liveries, and a few others which I can't remember, which is very unprofessional. So yes, and I also want to thank you guys for your continued support of the channel. It means a hell of a lot to have some great people like yourselves watching what these guys get up to. So let's get on with this session then. We're already 2 minutes into FP1 for the Superbike runners, and it's championship leader Brett that has taken control of this one. In the early stages, ahead of Jamie with Super Ted in P3, Joe in 4th, Mason G in 5th, Aaron in 6th, and Adam in P7. I can tell you, ladies and gents, I have sorted out the pathway standings. Just give me 2 seconds and I will find that for you. Because, well, since we've had no Christian, things have changed a little bit. So at the moment, well, we've only got 3 people in the pathway class at the moment, and they are Charlie, Jan and Adam. Leading that is Charlie, 424 points for Charlie as Adam goes over the line. Had a cracking weekend, Stetson did. Adam really closed that gap down. Adam's on 381 points in pathway, and Jan is on 329. So not far behind in there, but well, they're all in the top 3. There we go. Championship standings coming into this one. Brett has extended his championship lead by another 10 points. So he's now 56 clear of Dylan, who's in P2. So there you go, ladies and gents. CS Autos Ducati 1-2 at the top of the standings, but in this one, and the CS Autos Ducati is in P4. Jamie has gone to the top, 124.548 for Jamie on the RD Racing Yamaha. Good to have Jamie with us, and has now found a solution to his problems that he was having at the start of the season. Good to have Jamie with us. Jamie's a very valuable member to the SDPG community, and the Superbike class does a great job on that Yamaha. Mason G pops up to P2. Good to have Mason with us. We didn't have him on Tuesday at Stetson. Hopefully he'll be doing the full weekend this one, fingers crossed for Mason G. Just having a bit of a slow lap, just keeping out the way through Mansfield. I think Jamie's just coming up towards that part of the circuit now. Through the chicane goes the Molten R5L Yamaha. He's back up to speed now. Super 10. Oh, Jamie was a bit sideways there through the chicane. Super 10 in P3. Had a good Stetson, did 10 in. They were in that cracking. Ted and the 2 Ducatis and Jamie were all involved in that epic battle that we saw in the third and final Superbike race of the weekend on Tuesday. It's fantastic racing from these guys. They were giving it to each other. They were absolutely on fire, and it was good to see some good battling and some clean overtakes. It was very good to watch those guys out there. But Ted returned to the podium at Stetson, which was good to see. Yeehaw for Super Ted. Sorry. Right. Let's have a look at your championship leader. Ashby's finest, Brett, on the CS Autos Ducati. What does this young man have to do wrong? Well, he doesn't do a lot wrong, does he? Brett does a fantastic job. Only been off the podium twice throughout the whole season. What, we've done 24 races now? Brett's been on the podium in 22 of them. Yeah, I will say that again. Out of 24 races, Brett has been on the podium in 22 of them. That is why he is leading the championship and has such a commanding lead. Okay, so Ted's bike decided just to go invisible. Ooh, and hit pit wall. Okay, I'm sure he'll be back out and on to another lap very shortly. The Malta crew worked very fast to get that bike sorted, and he'll be on his merry way. Let's have a look at Adam then, who has tipped off just as we look at him through the gooseneck. Right, I don't think I mentioned this fella enough, but we're going to have a bit of a chat about Aaron on the Exact Moves Kawasaki. What a season he's had. His results do not show everything. Aaron's been fighting at the front. He was certainly up there at SNES. He's been up there many times this season, just fighting for that top 3, and then unfortunately just throughout the race he drops back a bit. He's really worked hard on this Kawasaki. Now this ZX10 is not an easy bike to ride. Needs a good man with setup. And this is your man. Hey! Yeehaw to that, Aaron. Nice. Aaron is certainly a good specialist of the setup. He can get the bike working well. As you can see, does a fantastic job with the Exact Moves Kawasaki, and it's good to see him out there. Go to Pro Scott Aprilia Racing for Season 2. Pro Scott Aprilia Racing are a new team coming into the series, and they will be, well, headed up by Scott. Scotty 2 Hottie and Super Sport will be heading that charge. So we'll see what Aaron and the team can do next season when they go on the Aprilias. I'm sure Aaron will be a cracking addition to that squad and will help them climb up the ranks and be challenging for podiums and race wins very soon after their arrival. So then, 7 minutes into the session already, and let's have a look at Front Row Joe then. Good to have Joe back with us. Like Mason didn't compete on Tuesday at Snetterton, down in towards Mansfield. Then goes Front Row Joe, number 69 on the Molten R5L Yamaha. Going to a Ducati machine for Season 2 if you have missed that. Ami Electric's Ducati are coming into the championship, and Joe will be aboard the Panigale V4. Whoa, as he tips off at the bottom of the mountain, clips the curve, and down he goes. Just got Aaron behind him. That great. Look at this, is what I love about SDPG. Great presence of mind there. All the riders have it. Just if you see someone coming after a fall, keep over to one side, let the other rider through, and go on your merry way. Right, Jamie's already getting down to some ridiculous pace. 124.017 is 1.3 seconds faster than anybody else at the moment. Absolutely incredible stuff from the RD Racing Yamaha. Yes, so we'll talk about the Super Pole format. If you're new to SDPG, welcome. Where have you been? Don't forget to give us a follow and a subscription if you can, ladies and gents. Down towards Mansfield then goes Jamie. So yes, on the Super Pole front tomorrow, the order will be in reverse championship order. So I think we will have, it'll be Jamie, then Jan, and then it'll go down from basically from last to first. If you're higher up in the championship, then you will be obviously going out last. If you're towards the bottom end of the series, you will be going out first. So yes, there we go. We are looking at, whoa, dearie me, headache, ibuprofen for Jamie, or a strong Guinness. I'm sure Jamie will not say no to a Guinness. So we will be looking at the format for Season 2 because, well, there's just going to be that many riders. I don't think we're going to get everybody in a Super Pole session, so we will think about that one and we'll let you know. Oh, I've had an idea. There we go. And I'll speak to Ted about that after the stream. There we go, because I am just full of ideas, usually bad ones. Right, CS Autos Ducati then. Brett Ashby's finalist, your championship leader then. What has he got to do now between now and the end of the season? Well, as you may know, ladies and gents, the points are ramped up from this round onwards. So all Brett has to do is just get those consistent finishes. And what Dylan has to do is go out and win. That's pretty much all he needs to do now, is win. To stand much hope, really, in this championship. 56 points down, so Brett's comfortably got 2 race wins under his belt. So he can afford to have a slip up. But he won't want to make too many mistakes, and all that Brett's got to do is just keep doing what he's doing. I have been seriously impressed with the number 52 of Brett this season. He's done a great job. Absolutely fantastic job. So it looks like the number 1 plate will be staying at CS Autos Ducati for now. We'll see what happens as we get towards the end of the season. Dylan is leaving CS Autos Ducati at the end of this season, going to Team Valley Racing BMW, another new team jumping in to Season 2. And we'll also be having a rebrand of the SDPG Academy, and we'll be going to, will be called BSEC from Season 2, which stands for British Superbikes Esports Championship. Oh, as Brett tips off there at the bottom of the mountain. Mason J up to P2, 124.891. I did see that, just waffling as per usual, and I didn't jump in soon enough. Right, so let's go for a rundown of the order then, and we'll talk a little bit more about the riders as we go down. So Jamie is top at the moment, ahead of Mason G, who's cost Ted about 30 grand there. In P2, Brett in 3rd, Super Ted in P4, Adam in 5th, Aaron in 6th, and Front Row Joe rounding out the fronters and riders in this one for the time being. So let's have a look then at Adam on the RK BMW. Number 4 had a fantastic Snetterton. Managed to get his first podium of the season. Oh my gosh, Adam, that was a close one. So he managed to get his first podium of the season. Good to see Adam stepping up there, and he was in the top 5 all weekend. Fantastic. Managed to get on the front row. Seriously impressive stuff by the number 4 of Adam as he goes through the slip road at the chicane. Nicely done, and in towards the bottom of the mountain he will go. So yes, Adam's had a very solid season. Jumped on the superbike late, he didn't get any pre-season testing, so he's had to play a bit of catch up during the year, but he's done a fantastic job. Absolutely good stuff. Adam will be on the Eden Floor BMW motorised machine come season 2, and he will be in the factory squad. Woohoo! Nice. Right then, Super Ted over the line, 125.2 for him, so it's all pretty close actually. I'll tell you what, right, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but Brett and Ted can't be separated much over one lap. There's very little between them. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed this in previous rounds, but there's always a maximum of 3-4 tenths between them, and that's very rare actually. It's usually less than that. So these two on your screens, are very close together in terms of one lap pace wherever we go. So that honestly, the respect these two have for each other is remarkable, and it's good to see. Ted and Brett, well, it's good to see everyone getting along really, but certainly these two fighting hard at the top of the championship, both inside that top 3 and looking good for a strong finish to their season. Let's have a look at Mason G through Barn Corner, 10th up at the moment as he heads down towards Barn now with just shy of 7 minutes remaining. Over the line he goes, lap time 127.772. Mason G lies 4th in the standings. I think he's about 90 odd points behind teammate Super Ted. So if Mason G turns up to all remaining races, he may have a shot at that P3. But we'll see whether he can do it. Obviously he's got a lot of commitments outside of SDPG. I need to actually message Mason and see how his recovery's going with his collarbone. I do apologise, mate, if you're listening, buddy. I've completely forgot about your injury that you sustained at the start of the year, mate. I'll give you a message after this, or message me, and I will ask you how your recovery's going. I just cannot. Oh, there's so much to remember. Oh, dearie me. But yes, you don't know. Oh, Brett's got up to P2, 124.539 for the CS Autos Ducati. Yes, you're not sure what I'm talking about with Mason G. He's sustained a crash in real life. Had a broken collarbone. I mean, it never slowed him down on here, let's be honest. Oh, Jamie just gets a little bit wrong through the chicane. So yeah, Mace, hope your recovery is going/gone well, mate, and we'll hopefully see you out on a bike very soon. Well, hey, look at that. Even after a mistake, Jamie still puts it on the back wheel over the mountain. Good lad. Right, through all bends for the number 86 into the hairpin on the back. Whoa, holy moly. That was a bit close. Yeah, that was very close. I don't think it's coming easy for Super Ted. I've just seen a massive shake of the head. Just saw the barnet go flying from left to right. Over the line there goes Jamie, and over the handlebars goes Brett at the bottom of the mountain. Like we say, not an easy circuit, this one, for the riders. I want to say it's the same width as a footpath, maybe. I was going to say back alley, but no, don't say that. It's a very narrow circuit, lovely track. It's not easy, very technical. The smallest mistake will punish you in a big way around Cadwell Park. And if you push on a lap, that's usually when most of the mistakes come. It's not an easy place to ride, is this one, but the riders are doing a fantastic job. So let's go for another rundown of the order then, with just over 4 minutes remaining of free practice 1 for the Super Bikes. Jamie's still on top, half a second clear of Brett in P2, P3 for Mason G, who should take up gymnastics because that was a fantastic headstand. P4 for Super Ted, number 34, P5 for the number 4 Arcade BMW of Adam, P6 for Front Row Joe, and P7 for Aaron on the Exact Moves Kawasaki. All riders inside that 126 barrier, and the 125s or 124s. That's good to see. All riders are fairly close in terms of lap time. Down towards Mansfield then goes Jamie. Through Mansfield now and in towards the chicane. Nicely done. Yes, Jamie. Very nice. Be interesting to see what happens tomorrow when we go with... We've got a lot of sessions for Superbikes tomorrow. Free practice 3, Super Pole, and the first race of the weekend. Be interesting to see what happens when Dylan gets back. See how he does in tomorrow night's sessions. As wide at the hairpin goes Jamie. Just keeps it within track limits. And in towards Barn Corner and on to another lap. We've still got Brett in the pits. Don't blame him. Might as well just have a chill in the pits for now. So has anyone improved? Looks like Ted's improved his time. 125.1 for Ted. 4/10 clear of Adam. We've got Joe now in towards turn 1. And Aaron through the Chris curve. All riders out on circuit at the moment. Good to see. Right, just shy. 3 minutes remaining then. I will actually go back to the first Cadwell results and write them down for you tomorrow. Oh, as Mason G tips off there at the gooseneck. Not coming easy for Mason G in this one. If you remember our run through, ladies and gents, over Almeria, he was on scintillating form. And if we were giving points out there, well, my goodness gracious. And if he'd actually done... Well, sorry, let me rephrase that. If he'd managed to be available for... Nope, that still sounds bad. You know what I'm trying to say. If it was available for all races, that's what I was trying to say. He would be in with a shot at the title. He really would. He's very fast, very consistent. Here's Mason. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Here we go. Have we got some... Oh, some mind games? Got some mind games here from Mason G. Follow Jamie. This is Marc Marquez stuff. By the way, very happy with Marquez at the moment. Very happy. Not going to say why. Through the hairpin then and in towards Barn Corner. Goes the 2 Yamahas. RD Racing Yamaha versus Mounted R5L Yamaha. Tell you what, let's ride on board. Oh, that got close. Between the pair of them. And then some... Look at this. Oh, I tell you what. Oh, James got a bit wide there. It doesn't fall off. That is the main thing. Right. Should we do an onboard lap? Yeehaw for Super Ted. Nice. In towards Hall Bends then. Ladies and gents, what do you think of this camera? Do we all like it? Is it better than our other onboard camera? I'll do A and B. So this is... Let's get Ted done through. But oh, half a second up for Ted at the moment. On the power and down towards the line then goes the Super 1. Oh, the line he goes. Goes P3 at 124.7. Good like that from Super Ted. Okay, so we've got this camera or this one. We've got A or B. A or B. I just want to try and make these onboard shots better. So, if you like camera A, then brilliant. We'll stick with that one. If you prefer this one, we will go with that one. Oh, that's a unique line for Super Ted, and we're nearly done with FP1. For the super bikes. Right, let's get back onto the TV cameras. I tell you what, ladies and gents, we will mix it up a bit. That's what we like. Super Ted on the back wheel. Show it off! No, sorry. See, what Ted needs there in the front of that Yamaha is a bit of lead. Oh, look at this. Molten R5L Yamaha, friends! Yeehaw! Ted and Joe circulating together. But we'll go for a rundown of the order for this one then. FP1 is done then. Checkered flag out. Jamie on top ahead of Brett with Ted in P3. Mason G doing a bit of speedway in... Oh, and gymnastics in P4. Adam in P5. P6 for front row Joe. Screenshot that. And P7 for Aaron on that one. Okay, so whoever knocked the cone in towards the apex of turn 1, Jamie would like to knock your teeth out. I'm only joking. Jamie's a very nice man and wouldn't do that. Right. Right then, so the final order of free practice 1 then goes like this. Jamie on top ahead of Brett with Ted in 3rd. Mason G in 4th. Adam in 5th. Joe in 6th. And Aaron rounding out the runners and riders in this one. Right then, I feel like Jamie could punch my teeth out if I carry on. Right, let's get a light on in here. Let's do that. You may have to just look at the fridge for a couple of minutes. I do apologise. The light's all the way over. Exit the lobby. I did that. Look at that. See, I know what I'm doing. Right, look at that. You can't see me, but you can... Ah, no, maybe you can see me. Yeah, you can. Hello. Right. What we do is we go dink, and then we go. We got light. We got light in the house. In the commentary box. What is going... I've really messed up my chair at this moment. Right, that's not important. Hello, I'm back. Right, next up, SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. And, well, it's match point for Connor. We will get into that. After this one, Connor, I will... Sorry, mate. Yeah, it's my bad. I do apologise. That is my bad. Busy week, but it's no excuse. Connor, I will give you a message after the stream, mate. Nothing bad. Do not panic. Do not panic. We just need something from you, because obviously it is match point to Connor in this one. Got an 81-point advantage over his nearest challenger, which is Liam. So, to be honest with you, all Connor needs to do is just ride round behind Liam, and lobby is now up for the Ducati Monsters, so get yourselves in. So yes, we are preparing something for the eventuality of Connor taking the title, which has never really looked in doubt, to be honest. Let's be honest, it really hasn't, since we got going with this series all the way back in January at Andalusia. So yes, Connor, I'll give you a message after this one, mate. Steady. Right. It's only a drugs test. I tell you what. So imagine if we could do like I don't know. Like, what am I trying to say here? No. I've no idea. Gone. Absolutely gone. Didn't take much, did it? Bit of brain fog. Lovely. Right. So lovely. We're near enough ready to go. Oh my god! I've pressed the run button. Wonderful. Okie dokie. Nearly ready to go. It is nearly time. Woohoo! Right, everyone's ready. Lovely stuff. We've got 8 people in this one. That's what we like. That is what we like. Right, okie dokie then. Free practice, the only practice session that these guys will get today for the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup is on the way next. If I can find the right screen. Yeah, here. Yeah, there you go. On the way next, Ducati Monster 1200 Cup action. And the green flag is now out for the Ducatis. First official test, Jamie, for the Season 2 will be 18th and 19th of June, I do believe. So I'll have a couple of weeks off after we finish this season, and then we go again with Season 2. Very, very busy stuff. But yes, we are going to... I know that things will be a bit different to what it says on the website. Our pre-season test will have one at Portimao. So the first test will be at Portimao, and then the second test will be the week of the first round. So I think we're going to run that on the Monday or Tuesday, or the Wednesday or Thursday. I cannot remember what I said I would do, and that will be at Alton Park. So yes, it will be fairly compact, but we'll try and get you guys as much track time in as possible. So we're underway with practice then for the Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. Yes, I would also like to apologise on the website front as well. I've not had time to do it, so I do apologise. Very unprofessional, and I need to rob a bank so I can hire someone to do it for me. There you go. I would suggest doing a round at Portimao, but it's not very realistic. Oh my goodness gracious. Isaac is now in the medical centre with severe concussion after that accident. But yes, we are taking a trip abroad for Season 2 of the SDPG Academy, also known as BSEC, where we'll be going to Valencia on the short circuit layout. Looking forward to going back to Spain and not to Andalusia. That's very tempting, Jamie. That is very tempting, mate. I think we could make that work personally. What do you reckon? 10-lap superbike race around the Nordschleife. I think that is a great idea. Right, speaking of good ideas, let's do this commentary. We got Connor on top of the pile then, ahead of George and Isaac, the only 3 riders to have set a lap time in this one. George will be one to watch this weekend. That is all I am saying. Very, very fast around Cadwell Park is the number 93 of George. So we'll see what he can do, if he can get into Super Sport, and also if he can get into the Ducatis. Right then, so we've got, how many riders we've got out on the circuit? Is everybody out? Everyone is out indeed. So let's get Adam over the line then. He does a 127.812. Now he and quite a few others actually are in this close battle for P2. We will bring you the points tomorrow once I've actually done some proper work and homework. But yes, I will let you know on that over the course of this race weekend, probably tomorrow. So yes, there we go, very close in that battle. As we get riders now setting their opening lap times. Up next is the SDPG, no, wrong, the AMI Electrics British Super Sports. They are going over 15 minutes for their FP2 session, then it'll be the final session of the Super Bikes after the Super Sport, as Jordan there has done his bike's here and done a lovely pirouette as well. I like that, nice roly-poly. Very nice, yeah, front flip, not Seamus. Right, so George gone to the top, 127.087 versus 127.173 for Connor. Adams on a 127.812 and a lovely headstand through Charlie's. Jordan then in P4 with Front Row Joe in P5. I tell you what, ladies and gents, this is no easy task, jumping straight from a superbike straight onto a Ducati Monster. Not easy machines to ride, but Joe does a good job. I think he is one of the riders in the battle for P4. Oh, of course, Adams just jumped off the superbike as well, so it will just take a few laps for these riders to get adjusted to their machines. So, just waiting for Vinny then to set a lap time at the moment. Well, we see Adam now on screen. Through Park Corner he goes. Oh dearie mate, apologies ladies and gentlemen, technical issues with my chair again. Oh dear. Right then, so Adam now back out onto circuit and onto another flying lap. Let's have a look. Oh, was Adam there? Tips off at Coppice then. Who should we have a look at? Let's have a look then at your championship leader. Oh, half a second up on this lap is Connor. That is just incredible stuff. Through the final corner then, is he going to top spot? In this one, 126.520. Yeah, he's going to the top of the times then. Good luck that from Connor. Oh, dearie me. Oh, sorry ladies and gents, just like I say, a few small technical issues with my chair, but I will get this sorted. There we go. Right. Lovely stuff. Okay. Whew. And now let's take a seat. Lovely. Okay, so yes, Connor is in prime position to wrap this championship up this weekend. Yes, we'll see whether he can do that when the Ducatis go racing on Tuesday. So we'll see how these guys get on. So still waiting for a lap from Vinny. He goes through Coppice and in towards Charlie's now. Got Front Row Joe just behind him at the moment. Just going to have a quick drink, ladies and gents. Be back with you in a second. Right then, apologies for that one, ladies and gents. Okie dokie, so let's take stock where we are then. Just try to stand my phone up, that will be a good idea. So we get Guy over the line onto another flying lap then for the number 83. Let's have a look at Jordan then through in towards the gooseneck for the number 23. Had a fantastic season, has Jordan, both in the Ducatis and also in the Super Sport class. Really has worked hard in both and has got some good results, as Adam now, 126.915, goes up into the top 2. And, well, good lap. Fantastic lap. Just nips ahead of George with that lap. As we get Jordan out through Hall Bends, Joe's up to P4, 127.823 on that one. In towards the final corner then for Jordan. I just missed that lap time. Sector time. As over the line then goes Jordan. Where's that going to put him? Oh, no improvement. Just narrowly misses out on beating Joe on that one. Still a good run this from the number 23. Right, all riders have set a lap time to get Guy through Coppice and in towards Charlie's then. Nicely done. As it goes on to the Park Straight. We've got Vinny number 73 and Vinny. So we've got Isaac and Vinny rounding out the runners and riders in this session at the moment. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at Joe then as he's going in towards the hairpin now through Hall Bends. Nicely done. How's he doing? 3/10 off on this lap. Here we go then, down towards the line. Over the line he goes. No improvement. Excuse me. Oh dear me, that was a bad time for a niggle in the throat, because George has gone top by 1,000th of a second. 126.519 for George. Nips ahead of Connor. So 3 riders now in the 126 bracket. Good stuff that from these guys, doing a fantastic job out on the Ducatis. Oh, Connor's getting that all lively through the hairpin and into, oh, pressing the wrong button, into barn corner. This is about to obliterate the top time. Over the line then, and he does 126.136 for Connor, goes top and moves a few tenths clear of George. I'm sure George will be back out very shortly to change that. Right, so we've still got Adam then in P3. Over the line he goes now. No improvement for the number 77. Let's have a lap on board with Adam then through Charlie's in towards Charlie's then. He goes on towards the back straight. Let's take everything off. And let's have a look then. Oh, that gets a bit lively on the curve through Park Corner. Nicely done into the gooseneck then. Oh, it nearly runs out of room on that occasion. So yes, any current SDPG riders, Mason and Isaac, I have seen your messages and I am going to try and sort that next couple of days with the V2 front. I'm sorry for the delay, but I am getting onto it. Once I've figured out how many spaces are left for current SDPG riders, I'll let you guys know. But I can tell you now, it will be definitely a full grid for the Ducati V2 Cup, which is a new series, a new class for Season 2 of the Academy. BSEC will be inheriting the Ducati V2 Cup, so that'll be good to have those guys out on the V2. So yes, like I said, I'll let you guys know how many spaces are available, and then we'll try and get as many riders into that as we can. Right then, so let's get George over the line. Any improvement? Not on that lap. Let's go for a look at the time. Very good times from all riders. Quite a few riders in the 127s. How many is that? 3 riders? Yeah, 3 people in the 127 bracket. Connor runs off at Park Corner. George up to the line, and onto another flying lap you'll go. Let's have a look at Jordan then. Yes, nice for Jordan over the mountain then in towards Hall Bends. Nicely done. Through the hairpin. Through barn corner, nicely done. And on the power, down towards the line then. Jordan will go. No improvement on the lap. 127.473 is Jordan's fastest lap. Vinny now up into P5. Good luck that from Vinny, a 127.602. For the number 55, doing a fantastic job. Again, like Jordan, doing a good job in the Supersport and Ducatis this season. Improving, which is good to see. We'd like to see improvement here. And yes, very good job from Vinny. Just shy of 2 minutes remaining then for free practice for the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. And Vinny certainly won the style contest. Over the mountain, through Hall Bends. Oh, gets it slightly wrong. Oh, yeah, gets that very wrong. Through Hall Bends, just doing a bit of grass tracking. We didn't fall off, that's very impressive. Down in towards Barn Corner, and we'll go on to another lap. Would have thought it would accumulate so much penalty time that this won't. Yeah, he will have lost a bit too much time with the penalties. Let's have a look at number 83 of Guy in towards Barn Corner. This runs down towards the line and about to go on to another lap. Vinny now up to P4. Good luck that from Vinny. 127.427 for the number 55. I swear Ted has gone Godzilla on me there. Interesting. Okay, so into the park straight then goes the number 83 of Guy as he runs up towards Park, 2/10 off through sector 1, and we've got less than a minute remaining of free practice then for the Ducatis. Jordan now back up to P4, 127.383 for the number 23, and yes, sat comfortably in that top 5. Good to see from Jordan as down in towards Mansfield goes Guy into the chicane. Nicely done. Got Isaac now bombing up towards Park Corner. Connor's still out doing laps. George is sat in the pits. We're going to see Connor any second now. There he is. Nice one through the gooseneck. There's front row Joe chasing him. Down they go. Oh, Ash, what have you got? If it revolves anything around Marquez, other than him winning, then I don't want to know. Checker flag out there for the Ducatis. And this is it. Connor, George and Adam, your top 3. Ah, yes, Maverick and his penalty. I'm saying no. Yes, Adam. Yes, son. That's what we like. P4 for Jordan. P5 for Vinny. P6 for Front Row Joe. P7 for Guy. And a P8 for Isaac. Oh, dearie me. Okay, well, that's not good. Thank you for that one, Ash. I'll tell you what, Ash can be SDPG reporter. Oh, dear. Okay, so, yes, that was quite a nasty crash from Martin, that one. We'll talk about that once we've done the results. So, Connor, George, and Adam, your top 3 with Jordan. We've got Vinny, Joe, Guy, and Isaac, your riders in that one. Right then. Time for Supersport free practice 2. Hello, everybody. Hello. Right. That is not good for Martin. A collapsed lung. Oh, man, heck. Been through the wars, hasn't he? Oh, dearie me. I do feel very sorry for him, to be honest. It's not been a good start to the season for Martin. Been great for Marquez, though. Hey! Where's all you Marquez haters now? Let's see you. Come on. I'll have this argument. Unfortunately, Jan's not here, otherwise I wouldn't have a head left. Right. Supersports, your session is now ready to rock and roll. So get yourselves into the session. I have to agree, George. It wouldn't be my number of choice, my show. I'm not fast enough to win a championship. But nice. Right, okie dokie. I've got 4 people. I need 1 more. Okay, so we'll give 2 minutes. If we don't get another rider in 2 minutes. Ah! Good lad, Jordan. Yes. There we go. Right. Let's go to the next screen. Oh, hello. There we go. We've got Guy and Hayden. Yes. Woohoo! Right. Okie dokie. Did anyone actually watch the... Yes, Jamie. Super Bites are on the way after... after this one. Final session of the night. Did anyone actually watch the MotoGP? I know Ash, you probably have done. Looks like Jamie's watched it. Who else watched it? What do you reckon? Marquez winning again? Yeah, we don't have favourites here, but we do. Very close though between the two brothers. What was Alex Marquez doing? He's a bit of a loose cannon tonight. I think he'd had one too many Guinnesses, to be honest, Jamie, mate. I think there was, it's mad. I was gonna have a quick drink of my fizzy refreshment. Other brands are available, and we'll get on with this session. I turned my mic off because that probably didn't sound very good, me slurping down the mic. Right. Ash on the Suzuki. Fantastic. We are ready to go with this one then. Okay. Let's do this. Free practice 2. Yes, he is indeed, mate. Marquez on fire. Bosh! Hey! I'm going to stop. Right, free practice 2. I'm Electric Bridge Super Sport on the way next. And the green flag is out at the end of the pit lane. Oh no, do not get yourself shut down, Seamus, for doing a bad accent. Right, free practice 2 is well away with this one. Let's have a look then. Right, who's first out on the road? It is Ash. Green flag then out for this one then. Another 15 minutes for free practice for the Super Sport runners. I've now twigged on to what Ash was saying. Right then, into Park Corner for the SDPG Racing Suzuki. We'll give him some screen time. I felt very bad not giving him screen time in the first session, but we just want to keep that livery under wraps. Good to have you all with us tonight, ladies and gents. Thank you for joining us for Free Practice Sunday. Don't forget, ladies and gents, we've still got 2 more days of action to bring you. We've got Super Pole for Super Bikes tomorrow. We've got qualifying for the Super Sport and Ducatis. And the first race of the weekend, it could be a very important race for the Superbike runners. It could really, momentum could really shift in one way or the other. At the moment, Brett's got the momentum, but we'll see whether Dylan can claw any points back and any momentum back as we go with Superbike Race 1 tomorrow. Probably about 24 hours time, we will be off and running with the first. Oh, that's the wrong one. I've gone on the wrong scene. Apologies. See the obvious mistake there. Tricked you all. Right. Here we go then. Let's get Ash through Barn Corner down towards the line. Goes number 34. Let's see what lap time he can do. Did a 127 earlier on. 129.072 to kick us off for FP2 for the Super Sport runners. A 127.731 for the number 9 of Connor. Again, I can't remember Connor's points lead in this series. I think he's about 50 odd points, so he's doing a great job. Is the number 9. And with Scott not riding this weekend, I'm sure Liam will be joining us tomorrow. But it'll be interesting to see whether the number 9 can really take a foothold on this championship. Excuse me, and go all the way, and maybe take the title early. Who knows? Who knows? There's still a long way to go and many points to fight for here in Supersport. 50 a weekend, so there's 200 points available for Supersport riders. 200 points left to play for. Right then, early laps on the board then. We've got Connor and George separated by 2 thousandths of a second this time. It was 1 thousandth of a second in the Ducatis, and down towards Mansfield then goes George. So we heard 2 strokes earlier. Let's listen to an MV triple, shall we? I'll turn my mic off and you can listen to this for a moment. George tips off there at the hairpin, but Connor's gone very fast now, 126.658 for Connor. He has gone to the top of the time by 1.1 seconds on that lap. So good to see from Connor Chameleon on the APR Racing Honda. Who's that we've got coming through a shot? That looks like Vinny on the Honda. So as we get Guy now up towards Park Corner. Oh, we've got a new livery here for Guy. Let's have a look at that. Oh, yes. Yep. That is stunning. I like that, Guy. That is beautiful. Oh, dear mate. Not a good time for an itchy eyeball. As through Chris Curve and in towards the gooseneck. Then goes number 83. Down towards Mansfield. Had a handful of podiums this season. Has Guy done a fantastic job on the Power Slide Racing Suzuki in towards the chicane then. Let's see, George has now ventured out on the Ami Electrics and the Augusta. Over the mountain then. Goes Guy in towards Hall Bends, through Hall Bends then. Nicely done. In towards Barn Corner, 1.1 seconds up on this lap, so that will see him into the high 128. Down towards the line then goes Guy, and that is a 128.776. Good like that from Vinny, not too far off the pace. Over the mountain then he goes, and in towards Hall Bends. He does like that line across the grass, doesn't he, Vinny? In towards Barn Corner then, 2/10 up on this lap. Down towards the line then goes number 54. Over the line he goes now, 127.717. He did go just ahead of George, and then George is a 127.417, so goes 0.3 of a second faster. Right, let's go for a rundown of the order. So we've got Connor on top, ahead of George with Vinny in P3, Ash in 4th, Guy in 5th, Hayden in 6th, and Jordan in P7. I can tell you now, ladies and gents, for the Supersport class there will be a timetable change, so everyone listen up. Tomorrow we are going to do just one 15-minute session for Supersport. That'll be one 15-minute session, so there'll be no Q1 or Q2, just due to the fact we've got low numbers. And we can't really run Q1 and Q2 with one person in it. So it'll just be one 15-minute session for the Supersport riders tomorrow, as Connor tips off through Hall Bends on that lap. In towards the bottom of the mountain then goes the Ami Electrics MV Augusta of George. Let's not forget, took his first win with SDPG and of the season here at Cadwell in the sprint race, and he's tipped off at Hall Bends. Right, so Vinny now still in P3, shy of 8 minutes remaining of free practice 2 for the Supersport runners. A 128.517 for Ash at the moment. Let's see whether Ash can boost his way up the order. Can he? Oh, he's going to have to improve by a good 0.8 of a second on this lap. In towards Mansfield then goes the number 34. In towards the chicane then. Nicely done. Beautiful from Ash as he goes in towards the bottom of the mountain, a second up on this lap. So this will see him inside that top 3 over the mountain as he heads in towards Hall Bends. Nicely done. And in towards the hairpin then. Down through the hairpin. Now, down through Barn Corner. Very, very nice, that Jamie, isn't it? Down towards the line then goes Ash. This will see him inside that top 3. Over the line he goes now. SDPG Racing Suzuki is indeed inside that top 3 of 127.507 for Ash. Let's have a look at George then. In towards Barn Corner, half a second up at the moment. Over the line then goes George on 126.790. Great lap that from the number 17. So not too far off the pace. Let's go for a rundown of the order then. So we've got Connor, George and Ash, your top 3. Good run this from Vinny in P4, Guy in 5th, Jordan in 6th, and Hayden rounding out field at the moment. Let's have a look at Hayden then, the number 7 machine, number 7 HPR Honda. Through Hall Bends, nicely done. Through the hairpin. Oh, it just runs a bit wide, lights it up, but keeps it on 2 wheels. 4 seconds up on this lap, so this will see it into the 129 bracket. Down towards the line then goes Hayden, and he does a 129.518 on that lap. Right then, so George in the pits now. As we've got Connor through and towards Park straight then. Goes down the straight and into Park Corner. George in the box, making some adjustments to the Amielectrics MV. Through Charlie's goes Ash and the SDPG Racing Suzuki. 5 minutes remaining of this one. And up towards Park Corner goes Ash now. Vinny in P4. Jordan has just jumped up to P5 on the Power Slide Racing Suzuki. Number 23 had a good run there and has done a lap 127.815 as Jordan. So George still in the box. Oh, look at this. 2 tenths up is Connor. Over the mountain then goes the APR Honda. Through Hall Bends. Oh, just about keeps it within the track limits there. Oh, he tips off at the hairpin, clips the curb and down he goes. Unlucky that for Connor. 3.3 seconds off on this lap. George still in the box. Oh, he's just appeared back out onto circuit then through Hall Bends. 4 minutes remaining. Oh, free practice 2 for the Supersport runners. Oh, Connor tips off again there in a big way through Coppice. Now, when we were here last, Connor really didn't have it all his own way in the feature race. Really struggled. It was very quick up to that point. Obviously challenged George all the way for the win. Actually won the race on the road in the sprint race, but on penalty time, George took it. And then in the feature race, it all went wrong for the number 9, Connor Chameleon. Really did not have it all his own way in the feature race. So we'll just get his next set time up. Not far off, so we'll keep an eye on this lap. Let's get George then up towards the line. Over the line he goes. No improvement on that lap. Ash then through the gooseneck. Down into Mansfield for the SDPG Racing Suzuki. Through the chicane. Nicely done for Ash then through the mountain he goes now. About to send it. Woohoo! Oh, nice. Yes, Ash. Like that. Into Hall Bends he goes. Oh, dear. It's gone slightly awry for the number 34, but he's kept that going. Into barn corner then, just shy of 2.5 minutes remaining then of free practice 2 for Super Bike riders. Get yourselves ready, do your stretches, eat, drink, sleep, rave, repeat. It's nearly, oh, there's Ted now warming his elbows up, very nice, as George gets a little bit crossed up over the mountain. Indeed, Ted, indeed, yes, that would have certainly, oh, dearie me, whew, that MV's looking tricky. Oh, now it's looking scratched. Unlucky that for George on that one, as he's just tipped off at the hairpin. Still, good lap, that 126.790. Connor over the line. I'm not going to try and do a 3-cylinder engine noise, and we'll continue with this commentary. Right, minute and a half remaining then of free practice 2 then for the Super Sport. I'll tell you what, there's only 2 strokes out there. I could do a 2-stroke noise. Meow. There you go. Right, to the bottom of the mountain then. A 10th up. This is probably putting the rhymes off. 10th up for Ash then into the mountain. Over the line he goes. Over the line? No, not over the line. Over the mountain he goes. Into Hall Bends. Oh dear. Nearly fell off my chair. Through Hall Bends. Into. Whoa, hey! I tell you what, Ash could do with some lead in the front of that Suzuki. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's got it. Oh, that's got to be a bruised lung. I'm no doctor. Oof, dearie me. Well, lucky that for Ash was up on his PB. Oh dear. Up on that lap, but through barn corner he goes and onto another lap. Good run this from Hayden in P5 at the moment. Yeah, very nice, Ash. P5 for Hayden at the moment at 127.74. That was violent from Vinny. Oh my goodness gracious. Through Charlie's and up towards Park Corner. Oh my god, nearly spun myself too much. For Hayden. Oh hey, nice. Use a bit of back brake there into Park Corner. That's what it looked like. Oh dear, oh dear. That looked nasty, didn't it? Right, down towards the line then for Jordan on the Power Slide Racing Suzuki. Hugs that white line, over the line he goes, and no improvement on that. That checkered flag is now out. For Super Sport free practice 2 then. I mean, that's oh dear, Jordan's now. Oh, that was quite a nice, graceful fall as Connor has improved his time narrowly there on a 126.614. So let's go for a rundown on the final order of FP2 for Super Sport. Connor is on top, ahead of George with Ash in 3rd. Vinny in 4th, Hayden in 5th, Jordan in 6th. Guy rounding out the runners and riders in that one. I think Ted's got whiplash from the amount of sneezing he's just done. Okay, hay fever season is well and truly on here at SDPG and all around the world. Right, shut up, Seamus. Let's go there with this one. So Connor, George and Ash, your top 3 with Vinny. Good run that from Vinny in P4. Hayden in 5th, Jordan in 6th, and Guy rounding out their runners and riders in Ami Electric's British Super Sport free practice 2. Hello, everybody. Hello. Guess who's back? Ow! Ooh, that was close. That was very close to a broken kneecap. Right, final session of the night then. We go with FP2 for the super bikes. Let's hope Jamie's had a couple of Guinnesses just to calm the nerves. And then we'll go for 20 minutes. Unfortunately, SDPG is not professional tonight. We've not managed to get ahead of this one. Never mind. We can't win them all, ladies and gents. You cannot win them all. I'll tell you what, let's do a nighttime session. That's going to be hilarious if we did. Good man. Yes, Mason. Good man. We try to be. We try to be. Right, Super Bike Riders, your lobby is now up, so get yourselves in the lobby. You know what we say? We're not professional, but we're cheap and available. Wonder what it'd be like if we did a commentary whilst I was dizzy. Should we find out? Nope. Oh my god. Oh, there was 2 spins. Oh, I'm off my head. Don't need to be spinning around for that. Right. Okay. Oh, it's been a long day. Right, okay. Who we missing? Brett. There we go. Figure that out in record time. go to the next screen and he can join us when is ready. We'll give him a minute and then we'll get going with this. What? Oh, Ted's just showed me his helmet. No, don't say that. I think Ted's got a sponsorship deal by AGV. There you go, big news. We're so mature around here, honestly. No worries, thank you, George. We will get going with this one in just a second once I've had a sip of my fizzy refreshment, which is a Pepsi. Other fizzy drinks are available. Bosh. Right. Okay. Before I make myself look like a complete not a tit, and before we lose all our viewers, we'll get on with this session. I'm sorry, everybody. I say, we can do weddings at a cheap rate. We can do stag do's, hen do's, maybe not funerals. It's not really the time to be cracking jokes. Right, here we go. Free practice 2 for the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Zach Moves on the way next. And green flag out now for the super bike runners in the setting sun here in sunny Gloucestershire. No more joking. Right, so a bit wide there for Adam at the end of the park straight. Who was behind him on circuit? Was that Aaron? I think it was indeed. So we'll get Aaron then through the Chris curve and in towards the gooseneck then. Excuse me, right down into Mansfield. Then goes the exact moves. Kawasaki hard on the brakes for him. Into the chicane, nicely done for Aaron. Then into the bottom of the mountain. Let's see how he approaches this one. Over the mountain he goes. Wow, nicely done for an opening lap through Hall Bends. So Jamie was in the low 124s earlier on in the show with a low 124 in FP1, so we'll see whether these riders can get down to those sort of lap times in this session. But up towards the line then for Aaron. Over the line he goes, 126.990 straight off the bat and getting straight down to pace. Look at that, he's even doing cone removals as well. 124.883 for Jamie. Riders, I will just like to say now, if you're practicing for the next couple of days and the final few rounds, I will be making sure that timetables are posted for one, but look to see when your session is. If it's sort of towards the end of the stream, then expect to be in lighting like this, maybe sun starting to set. If you are the last session out, then you will be in, I think about 6:30 is the latest we can do without it going dark. But yes, just keep an eye, just practicing all sorts of lightings, because it will just help you out when we go racing with various lightings. There we go. Right, so we've got Jamie on top at the moment, ahead of Super Ted. Super 1 Kate flapping in the breeze. He goes down towards, up towards Park Corner. Adam in P3 with his open lap. Aaron's done a bit of a whoopsie at the bottom of the mountain. Front row Joe in P5 and Mason G running out the riders at the moment, but still very early stages, and Mason hasn't done a proper timed lap yet. Let's get Ted then through the gooseneck, through the right, through the left, down towards Mansfield then for the number 34 Malted R5L Yamaha in towards the chicane. Then nicely done, using quite a bit of road there up towards the white line. That just helps carry a little bit more speed through into the bottom of the mountain. And how will Ted approach this? Full Ryan Vickers mode. Yeah, pretty much. Into Hall Bends then. Nicely done. Just use it again, using as much road as possible through Hall Bends. Down into the hairpin. Got to be careful here not to clip the curb too much because it will end up tucking the front. Oh, look at that. He's 0.034 off his PB. Down towards the line then. What's he done? 125.483. And he does just go a few hundredths quicker. A 125.437 on that lap. Jamie in the pits then, probably having a swig of Guinness before he heads back out onto circuit. I'm making Jamie sound like an absolute, well, an alcoholic, but he really isn't. Not as far as I know, anyway. Through Coffee's then, Adam gets that a little bit wrong, as Jamie's now back out onto circuit. Got front row Joe through Park Corner. Nicely done. Let's have a look at Joe then through Chris Curve, using a fair amount of the road into the gooseneck through the right, through the left. Nicely done. Down towards Mansfield then. So we're just shy of 5 minutes into this session already. We're getting a good indication of who's going to be sort of the pecking order for this weekend. It's going to be a scintillating race for Superbikes this weekend when we go with the first race tomorrow. Can't remember the race distance actually. In towards Hall Bends then goes Joe, nicely done. Through Hall Bends down into the hairpin. Into Barn Corner, 6/10 off on this lap, so no improvement for the number 69. There is an improvement though for Mason G, a 124.596 for the number 28. And he is now creeping his way up through the order and doing a good job. Fantastic lap from the Malted R5L Yamaha rider. I think that is his PB of the weekend. Could be. Yes, it is. Did a 124.7 in FP1. Right, Jamie down towards the line. Over the line he goes now. Still on the 124.83. Ted pops back out onto circuit then. As he goes over the line, let's keep an eye on Ted's first sector. Oh, that's a lovely line through through Coppice into Charlie's 1 and into Charlie's 2 then for the number 34. Up towards Park Corner then for Ted. Oh, he's 200ths up through sector 1. We will keep an eye on Ted's time, but let's have a look at Adam then, who is just up ahead of Ted on circuit through the Chris Curve and into the gooseneck. Nicely done. Through Mansfield then goes the RK BMW, looking good. Through the chicane. Nicely done in towards the bottom of the mountain there. 10th off on this lap. Oh, we'll just catch Ted's sector time. No, we won't, because as usual, not professional enough to capture that information. Into Hall Bends then goes Adam. Oh, wrong side of the curve there, but he's kept it going. Fair play. Into the hairpin then goes number 4. And in towards Barn Corner. 8/10 off on this lap. Let's see Ted. Has he managed to keep it going? Ooh, 10th off. Oh, he's pushing that through Barn Corner. Over the line goes the Super 1. No improvement on that lap. Let's have a look at Aaron then through Hall Bends. Oh, he gets the Kawasaki all out of shape through the hairpin then on the power. Oh, this is a great lap. 8/10 up for Aaron through the final sector. Over the line he goes now. And he does a 125.871, so not too far off the pace. Good luck, that from Aaron. Joe's still on a 126.738 at the moment. And all riders have got a big red P next to their name, which means they transgressed with track limits there, and that will they've just occurred some penalty time, so they're probably faster than what the lap time is showing. Obviously, due to penalty time, that's what they got. Right, Adam then over the mountain and in towards Hall Bends. Very nice. Nicely done for Adam. Oh, I tell you what, and Ted now pulls away nicely. Let's get Jamie then through Barn Corner and over the line he goes now and goes to the top. 124.330. Getting down to pace pretty quickly there. So, we're now 9 minutes into the session here in SBK FP2. And it is still Jamie then leading the way. Ahead of Mason G, another 10th up for Jamie on this lap. Oh, excuse me, sorry ladies and gents. Adam's now got up to P3. I do apologise, missed that one. 125.031 for the arcade BMW. Good run this from Adam. Really has come into some good form recently. He's doing a fantastic job on that BMW. Down into Mansfield on the back wheel. I don't think that was intentional. Through the chicane he's about to go now. And into the bottom of the mountain. 7/10 off. Let's have a look at Jamie. Let's ride on board through Hall Bends. Oh, that! What an example that is. Just went a little bit wide at the hairpin. That was a beautiful example of how to take Hall Bends, ladies and gents. Fair play to Jamie. Over the line he goes now. And no improvement on that lap. It looks like Mason G. Yes, I thought he got a bit crossed up. Going into the hairpin and tips off the Molten R5L Yamaha. Very easy to do there as the track just goes over a bit of a crest, can unsettle the bike as we just saw there with Mason J, and can spit you off before you get to the hairpin. Unlucky that for the number 28. Right, Super Ted now up to P3 at 125.030. Goes a thousandth of a second faster than Adam. Adam could really challenge for a podium. I do strongly believe that we'll see Adam inside that top 3 again at some point this season. Will it be this weekend? Well, we will find out when the racing gets underway tomorrow. Obviously, Superbikes get 3 races a round, 2 for Super Sport and 1 for the Ducatis. Let's have a look there. Oh, we've got Aaron and Jamie circulating together. Jamie looks absolutely brilliant over there. I tell you what, let's ride on board with Jamie since we've got Aaron just up ahead. Oh, Aaron tips off there at the hairpin. Into Barn Corner then for the number 86 RD Racing Yamaha. Down towards the line then for Jamie. And no improvement on that lap. Super Ted now coming down towards the line. Let's see what lap time he can produce with this one. No improvement on that occasion. How is Joe doing? A 126.329 for front row Joe. In towards the mountain then for the number 69. Sends that over the mountain. Nicely done. In through Hall Bends for Joe. Oh, that got out of shape. Fair play for keeping it on the track. Wow, nicely done, Joe. Oh, he didn't even lose that much time in the process. Fair play. Mason G's gone a little bit faster. 124.474. Oh, he could be in for a great day of racing tomorrow and Tuesday with, I'll tell you what, we'll not be able to count out Dylan or Brett or even Super Ted. I've got to have 4 or 5 riders battling it out for the win here at Cadwell Park. Well, there we go. Let's get Jamie through Hall Bends. Whereabouts is Mason G on circuit? Let's have a look. Through the Chris curve then goes number 28. And in towards the gooseneck. Down in towards Mansfield then goes Mason G. Through the chicane and in towards the bottom of the mountain then he goes. This is a good lap, 2 tenths up. Let's get him over the mountain. Nicely done for Mason. Let's see if we can just keep this rubber side down. Through Horbeck. Nice, that was tidy. Oh, bit of lag creeped in there. Oh, what a lap this is proving to be for Mason G. Half a second up then. This could absolutely obliterate the fastest time of the day. Over the line he goes. And it does, a 1:24.105. Well, Mason G to the top of the times. Great lap that from Mason. Right, now it's up to Jamie to respond. As Ted goes over the line onto another flying lap. Got front row Joe just behind him. Through Charlie's to go. Well, that's a great lap time from Mason G. Let's see whether Jamie can respond. The number 86 through the mountain. Oh, he tips off there at the bottom of the mountain. How's it get? Aaron just flying past Jamie. Nicely done through Horbends they go. Brilliant stuff. Oh, and Jamie tips off again on the RD Racing Yamaha. Right then, ladies and gents, oh, here we go! Hey! Oh, Malta off our Yamaha friends! I like that, people. Yes, right, let's try and get a screenshot. Oh, yes, mate. Oh, look at that. Right, I am taking pictures now for the team because they are going to appreciate that. Oh, look at that. We even got Aaron in there as well. No changes in the order at the moment. Down. Look at that. Yes. Yeah, I rate that, guys. That is fantastic. Oh, that's getting a bit close. Tell you what we need to do now. Look at this. Yes. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, Mason's got that slightly wrong. Look at that for Mason G. Just clip the back of Super Ted and down he has gone at Park Corner. Whereabouts is Joe? Oh, Joe started a new lap. Well, we've certainly got some pictures for the Malted team. Let's get Jamie now in towards Barn Corner. Through Barn, down towards... Oh, the line. Jamie gets a little bit crossed up. Over the line he goes. Did he improve on that? 1:24.321. That might have been a slight improvement for the RD Racing Yamaha. Well, it's a Yamaha 123 at the top of the times, with a BMW in P4, Kawasaki in P5, and Yamaha rounding out the field. Oh, as Aaron tips off there at the hairpin. Let's have a look at Joe then through the chicane for the number 69 to the bottom of the mountain. Only a tenth and a half off then. Through the mountain and over the mountain then goes Joe. Through Hall Bends and in towards the hairpin. Well, the Malted R5L Yamaha rider through the hairpin and down into Barn Corner. 2 tenths up, so he's had a good sector there. Let's get him down towards the line and see what this lap time is. 1:26.329 is his best. It was 1:26.088. Good luck that from front row Joe. So with 2.5 minutes remaining then of the second free practice session for the Superbike runners. Oh, we just missed Jamie's time there through that sector. We'll get him towards the line and then we'll go for a rundown of the order. Over the line then goes the RD Racing Yamaha, and no improvement on that one. So Mason G in the pits is top of the times ahead of Jamie and Super Ted in P3. Adam in P4, Aaron in 5th, and front row Joe in P6. In towards the bottom of the mountain then for Super Ted, not too far off on this lap. Over the mountain, nice, very nice. Into Hall Bends then for the Yamaha rider. This should be the section which potentially, well, you would have thought would favour the Yamaha through the corners from changing directions. Oh, half a second off there for Ted. Looked like quite a clean sector for the Super 1, but down towards the line, and he'll go on to another lap. Minute and a half remaining of the second practice session for the Super Bike runners. Adam now in towards the crest curve and about to into the gooseneck any second now. Front row Joe goes up to P5, a 125.832. Narrowly takes that away from Aaron there. Good luck back from Joe. Right then, Adam into the bottom of the mountain then with, sorry, into the chicane before the bottom of the mountain with a minute remaining of this one. Then 2/10 off on this lap is Adam. So unlikely we'll see an unlikely we'll see an improvement. That was a fair jump there from the number 4. Right then. Here we go. Have we got a practice start from Super Ted? Let's ride on board. Sounding good. Nice work from Super Ted as he tips off. Maybe the front tyre was cold. Okay, so Aaron has jumped up to P5 on that one, 125.786. Could have a battle between Aaron and Joe when we go racing tomorrow, but the checkered flag is now out for the final session of the night then, and that's Superbike's free practice 2 done. And well, Mason G tops the times ahead of Jamie with Super Ted on the back wheel, and he's going to crash into the wall. He's going to crash into the wall. Nope. In P. He's a bit off his time there. In P3, Adam in P4, Aaron in... Joe in P5, because he nicks it just from Aaron at the end there. And Aaron rounding out the runners and riders in that one. Great session for the Superbike runners, and Jamie improved on his final lap there. Got within 300ths of a second of Mason G. So good work that from Jamie. And there we go. That is all she wrote for the Super Bike. So Mason G on top, ahead of Jamie with Ted in 3rd, Adam in 4th, Joe in 5th, and Aaron rounding out the runners and riders in that one, ladies and gents. Well, what a night it has been. Free Practice Sunday is now done and in the box. Lovely stuff. Thank you for joining us tonight, ladies and gents. Well, what a night it has been. Well, we go to again tomorrow. We've got qualifying for Super Sport, then free practice 3 for the Super Bikes, then Super Pole, bring that on, and then we go with the Ducati Monsters qualifying, and then, well, we go with the first race of the weekend with the first Super Bike race. Not many races left now, so we'll see what happens tomorrow when we go with that one tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gents, and before we go, we will leave you with this video, and I will see you all tomorrow for another day of action. Goodbye, ladies and gents. Have a good night.
Coming from a couple of guys at the back there. I think that was might have been a sign of pump there. Association should have it. So move down to the side of that as well.